back, everybody, to Final Fantasy VI, the no Magicite, no Relic run. And as people who followed the last stream, we have quite a different translation than Ted Woolsey. We have a Sky Render, which adds a little more colorful, flavorful words. Anyway, we left off with the three-party split at the Leet River. We have Loki, who's trying to deter the progress of the Empire. Now he needs to get out of Dodge. Then we have, who do we do? Tetra, Purvis? I think it was Purvis? Purvis and Percy, well, Purvis and Banon, they're all going to Narshe to see if they can, convince people to let them talk, to have Tetra talk to the Esper. And then, of course, we have Percy, the brother right here, I'm going to go to him right here, who actually got swept down the river after the battle with Ultros. But we are actually going to select the easiest of the three, and the most logical one to start with, Tetra. Fleeing the Empire's troops, Banon, Zelos, that's what we named him. I was thinking Purvis. Anyway, and Tetra ride the rapids toward Narshe, but the going won't be easy. I'm actually playing this again on the side with my wife outside of this, because she can't hear what's going on or see, so I'm playing this in addition to the actual play series. I'm playing this for you after on the side. Never mind. Anyway, this is pretty easy with Banon. You just heal with him and attack with the other two, and you should be able to get through this just fine. I mean, there's really no changes to the overall path you take down the Leet River. It's just one straight path from Ultros to the end. And guess what? You're already at Narshe. You're right here by the lake here. That's it. You've made it to Narshe before anyone else. It really was the best shortcut in the world. But anyway, we gotta go in here and heal up everybody to the Beginner's Hall, which plays the prelude of all songs. Never knew why something so peaceful was playing in this tutorial building in the free city of Narshe. When Loki first helped me, he fiddled with something right around here. Knowing him, there's probably some secret switch in this rock wall. Twink, twink. Oh gosh. The whir-rat. Are these any different than normal rats that we faced in the beginning? I don't think so. I think they're just about the same. Of all the parties at the three-way split, this is the one that suffers the most. This party with Banon and Tetra and everything. They don't get a lot of chances at gaining XP and things like that. Yeah, they're at level 12. It's doubtful that they'll gain another level, but we'll see. They're not going to gain it from these weak enemies, that's for sure. So pretty much you just kind of half follow in reverse order back to the old man's house where Tetra first woke up from at the beginning of the game. Now I think this is the area. This is the area with the new enemies, and it's just this one area. It's crazy. Wild rats instead of war rats. Wild rats now. This should kill all of them. Yeah. One dosage of the auto crossbow is done. See, 213. If I can get another battle in on this area, I should be fine on the leveling up. Come on, one more battle, please. Oh, now that I actually want a battle, nobody wants to attack me. Go figure. Isn't that how it always works? Seriously. Someone! Thank you, attack me. This should clearly send both of them over. Wow, they're really doing a number on... what did I name him again? Zelos, that's what it was, Zelos. It's been a week since I played this. Hey, everybody gained a level. And Tetra learned Drain. What is this awesome little spell here? Let's see here. Drain hit points from an enemy. I've never actually used it at all in all the times I've played it, because it just doesn't seem like it gives you enough hit points for the amount of magic points it costs. Like the returns are not worth, the benefits are not worth the cost. What is this? Good grief. What was that? I think this is a security checkpoint. If we follow the light exactly, we should make it across. If we make a mistake, we'll be surrounded. To proceed, if that happens, we need to hit the darker light. So let's see what they're talking about right now. Oh gosh! Oh, we didn't hit the darker light around us. So now we fight the dark side. Wow, thank you. Heal everybody up. Ah, see, that wasn't so bad. But let's do this properly now. So we gotta follow it exactly, this whole path. You gotta memorize it, or you're gonna be stuck around those ring of lights. And you gotta play some sort of timing game so you don't get into a battle and start all over. So let's see if my memory serves me correct here. Voila! There you go. And this should look familiar for people who watched the last stream, or at least the echo of the last stream. This is where we had that big battle with the Mughals and the Marshal when they were trying to capture Tetra way back at the beginning of the game. Now it's just one big random empty space we're going through. And speaking of Mughals, this is why they came out from this cave, because they're all living in here. All in their crazy, cute, cuddly, adorable goodness. Goodbye! Goodbye! Ah! Oh, Mughals, they just still want to play with their bonbons. Alright, Rune Blade. There we go. So you kind of want to go through their little hideout here, just for that one weapon. That's really all you need to come here for. It's a good weapon for Tetra. She's going to need the firepower in the next battle that she comes up to, but that's not going to happen for a while. And that's pretty much all the leveling you're probably going to get with these characters. Because the rest of the enemies are weak, 15 experience points a pop. I mean, you really got to grind unless you go back to the area with the new enemies. I swear some of those rock formations on the bottom look like there could be doorways, but they're not. It's unnerving. It's like I feel like I'm missing something, but... Oh, and we have lost some frames. Whew. Are we back online now? Alright, good. That was weird. It went down like crazy. Of course, we have to have one more battle before we leave this area. Because why not? I tried to do this particular play series on the PlayStation 2, but not only were the load times atrocious, I don't even know why that was, but there was a lot of clipping, a lot of audio problems, and I was just like, this isn't gonna work, so emulator it was. Banon! King Zelos! And Tetra! Why the heck are you back? I thought I tried to get you to get out of here. Now you're coming back? Jun! Jun? Isn't it Arvis? What's happening here in Narshe? The town's neutral. I try to get the people to side with returners, but... Anyway, why on earth have you come here? Subject change. not gonna talk to you about my failures. First, how are your people doing? They all went slightly berserk when the Esper was discovered. Blink, 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 blink. Why are you pointing at me? Stop it! We believe this young woman is our only hope of reaching out to that Esper. My people are dying to know what the Esper looks like. You mean, not everybody's seen it? Maybe Tetra can help restore some order to our town? That Esper is going to either save us or dig us an early grave. I don't know. Everything about those Espers is risky. Dang, Mog, you've leveled up to 17. You're far ahead of any of us. Now it's time to go with Loki. He has worked hard to stymie the efforts of the Imperial troops, but now he desperately needs to escape. Oh gosh! Whew! Being chased! Crap! Got to get to Narshe, and soon. I'm sure there's a hidden passage under the rich man's house. Find the room that's drafty, and walk behind the bookshelves. How do you know that room is drafty? Have you been in there? I've been having some late-night rendezvous there, Duncan's wife. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, first order of business, we better not look like a thief. We might want to get some new clothes. Avoid the armored soldiers. They have no sense of humor. This is true. Good point of a tip here from this woman. The soldiers in the Magicite armor that Tetra was writing at the beginning of the game, don't talk to those guys. They only want to fight. And they will kill you. You're that thief, Loki, aren't you? Hey, call me treasure hunter. I'll rip your lungs out. That seems uncharacteristic of Loki here. Very violent. Good lord. Steal. Hey, plumed hat. And stole his clothing too. Woohoo! Yeah. And change right into your clothes right in front of you. These are a little tight, but the price was right. Woohoo! Naked man. In the Ted Woolsey translation, it was translated as B-Day suit, or the birthday suit. Here it's just naked man. I'm sorry. Get out of my way, woman. Come on. Go. Thank you. Now, the soldiers won't attack you anymore now that you don't look like a thief, but they'll also kind of shoo you away, saying, I'm not interested in buying anything you have. Now, this is for people who remember back at the first meeting, or the first time you went through South Figaro. Wine? What? No wine? You gotta go and find the merchant who brings wine to this guy, and he will tell you about a special hidden passage in South Figaro. My grandfather was a servant for the richest man in town. You're a merchant, correct? You may proceed. Oh, I'm glad I have your permission, little guy. Pretty sure I could have pushed past you if I had the chance. Oop, I think I forgot this earlier. Yep, I forgot the potion from earlier. Now, you normally wouldn't want to go over here, especially if after you've picked up all the items from the barrels over here, but there's this lone green soldier who's looking for a scrap. Scram, you blockhead. Hey, I'm not Charlie Brown. Stop calling me blockhead. He's a little stronger than the merchant. And I could not steal the first time. I've never had that happen. I've always stole the first time. Yay, there we go. Stole his clothing too. Time to impersonate an officer. These are a little too big, but they'll do. Naked man! Nothing but shorts. Or boxers. I look like the bona fide thing. Empire grunt. I don't have anything to do with you. I almost want to say I want to buy a cotton robe, but I could be wrong. Oh, speaking of which, I need to not equip that. Not equip accessories. Hold on. Whoa, hello there. There we go. In my other play series with my wife, I'm actually equipped Loki with the Genji gloves from earlier, and that helped out a lot in the coming battles. So that is definitely something I would recommend doing, is putting some Genji gloves on Loki here. Let me situate myself. So it's kind of interesting to come back to this town after having been there for a while, or with not being here for a while, and coming to see a totally different side to it. Like, it's under martial law, and you now it's now kind of like a maze of a sort, where you have to kind of figure out the puzzle to get to the rich man's house. A detached force is making its way toward Narshe. We'll link up with them soon. Uh-oh. Halt! Time's up? Good, I'll take a break. I'll take a break with you, man. We're gonna slack off together. Because that's what we do, we slack off.